Another blow to the hemp industry has been dealt by the USDA. A Colorado-based company is bringing a case all the way to the Supreme Court, and high-THC medical cannabis is coming to Colombia. It's Thursday, May 21st, and this is your TRICHOMES Morning Buzz.
Broadcasting live from the TRICHOMES.com studios in Southern California, it's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
First up, the USDA denies coronavirus benefits for hemp farmers and denies reevaluation requests. According to Marijuana Moment, the U.S. Department of Agriculture announced on Tuesday that hemp growers are specifically ineligible for a coronavirus relief program it's running. And while the stated reason for the crop's exclusion is because it found hemp prices did not suffer a 5% or greater decline from January to April, the USDA also made the notable decision to exclude hemp as one of only two commodities that won't receive a reevaluation of eligibility, even if credible evidence surfaces that the crop's market did experience such declines. The other is tobacco. Hemp industry advocates have expressed disappointment over the USDA's action, arguing that like any other industry, the hemp market is experiencing unique challenges amid the pandemic and shouldn't be written off from this program. This development from the USDA seems unusual, given that the department has seemingly made a significant effort to demonstrate that it is supportive of the hemp industry and is actively working to ensure that the market has the resources it needs to expand since the crop's federal legalization in 2018.
Colorado cannabis security firm brings overtime pay issue to the U.S. Supreme Court. MJ Biz Daily reports a cannabis security company based in Colorado has petitioned the U.S. Supreme Court to review a lower court decision requiring state legal cannabis businesses to adhere to federal labor laws such as overtime pay. In its petition, Helix TCS argues that a ruling last September by the U.S. Supreme Court of Appeals for the 10th Circuit in Denver should be overturned because federal labor laws shouldn't apply to workers engaging in illegal conduct, behavior that violates the Federal Controlled Substances Act. A few Helix security guards say allegedly they regularly worked more than 40 hours a week for a 14-month span in 2016 and 2017 without receiving paid overtime in violation of the Fair Labor Standards Act. The closely watched case could have broader implications on how state legal cannabis businesses compensate employees. The 10th Circuit ruled that a lower court correctly reasoned, and case law has repeatedly confirmed that employers are not excused from complying with federal laws just because their business practices are federally prohibited. Helix countered that the 10th Circuit decision merely deepens the confusion, conflict, and lack of uniformity between state and federal law regarding workers participating in the cannabis industry.
Chiron begins sales of high-THC cannabis products in Colombia. According to a company press release, Chiron, a vertically integrated cannabis company with operations in Latin America and Europe, announced today that it has received authorization from Colombia's National Narcotics Fund for the sale of magistral preparation of high-THC medical cannabis. With this authorization, Chiron becomes the first and, to date, the only company fully authorized to manufacture and sell high-THC medical cannabis for patient prescriptions in Colombia. Initial high-THC production prescriptions under the National Narcotics Fund authorization will be filled through the company's fully owned clinics, which are in receipt of high-THC dispensary authorization. Distribution will expand as Chiron's Colombian pharmacy partners receive dispensing authorization, which is anticipated in Q3 of this year.
And that was today's Buzz. Have a response to any of the stories on today's show? Share your comments when you join the conversation with the professionals of the cannabis community at trichomes.com. Our beta is now open, so be sure to sign up. It's free.
And be sure to keep up with us on all social media platforms. You can also subscribe to our podcast and the Trichomes YouTube channel for daily content. My name is Allison Ben-Yehuda.
And my name is David Fortin. Take care and be well.